Well, it is a beach buzz gone viral. It happened when a U.S. Navy Blue Angels pilot flew an unexpected ultra low altitude pass over beachgoers. Yeah, you've seen the video in Pensacola, Florida. This happened last week, sending beach chairs and umbrellas flying in the wake. A lot of people just dumbstruck.
Some people are, and you got other guys out there yelling like, woo, do it again. It thrilled so many people, like I said, but clearly terrified others. Igniting this debate now on social media, Trump administration officials praised the risky flyby while safety officials frowned at its recklessness.
I think Secretary of War Pete Hegseth said the flyovers will continue until morale improves. Chief Transportation Correspondent and seasoned pilot, as well as FAA flight instructor May Beeler, joins us now to talk about the regulations when it comes to things like this, right? So the pilot allegedly said that, yeah, that's my bad.
Yeah, and he did not try to shift blame. So according to a report, it was just a mistake. He miscalculated the turn. Quote, he didn't make excuses. That's what Republican state lawmaker Michelle Salzman, she's a military veteran. Her district includes Pensacola. That's what she wrote on social media of a conversation she had with the pilot. She said in part, quote, he simply talked about the miscalculated turn, something no pilot ever wants to experience, especially one who has dedicated his life to flying at the highest level of precision. More than anything, he talked about the weight he's been carrying since that moment, end quote. Now, the pilot is part of the U.S. Navy's elite flight demonstration squadron, handpicked Navy and Marine Corps aviators. You know, they fly air shows that showcase aviation excellence in the Boeing F-18 Super Hornet. So the risky flyby happened as the team kicked off the Pensacola Beach Air Show week with a flyover called Breakfast with the Blues. Well, that's when the unnamed pilot strayed a bit off course, a bit too low over the crowd. Navy Captain Adam Bryan, the commander of the Blue Angels, said the incident represented unsafe conduct. Quote, we never intend to fly over the crowd that low, and we will heavily debrief it to ensure that we continue on with safe flight demonstrations and that we learn from those different things that happen, end quote.
Man, and this is the top pilots of the top pilots.
Yes,
Like, I mean,
best.
the percentage
Yes.
of those that can pilot, and be a part of the Blue Angels, it's really incredible. Was it legal what he did, or just bad call? It was not legal.
Not legal. No. So there are FAA regulations in place that dictate certain altitudes and areas where such maneuvers are allowed and where they are not allowed. So I don't want to get in the weeds with this, but there's an FAA Code of Federal Regulations, Part 91119. It prohibits pilots from flying directly overhead or lower than 500 feet over spectators. It's estimated this pilot was at 40 feet. Yeah. All right. There's a 500-foot rule for FAA-approved passes, climbing, or level non-aerobatic flight directly over spectator areas must be no less than 500 feet above the highest point of the area. Now, typically, aircraft pilots must remain above 1,000 feet over any congested area, over any open air assembly of persons, which is what this was. Now, it's different if you're over the water, right? There are exceptions, like a designated aerobatic box. You'll find that at air shows. That's a sterile environment. There's a show line where pilots cannot cross to protect the air show spectators. So pilots can get waivers for other situations, but according to reports, the Blue Angels did not have a waiver. So the stray pilot was flying illegally, by mistake, in a way that potentially could have harmed spectators. Because there's just not enough, God forbid something happens.
Right.
There's not enough altitude.
These rules are there for a reason, right?
Yes, to
it's all
protect
safety.
us.
Exactly. So as cool as it looked, disciplinary action for this pilot?
So, the military is investigating, and they said it's a debrief. It's a no-ego debrief. We're not there to slap your hand. We're just talking what went wrong. Now, the FAA has a different program, a compliance program. If they find out you had no criminal intention, you've got a great record, you just made a mistake, they will just give you some remedial training.
Okay.
So more than like, it was a debrief. No ego, what happened? Okay, let's not let it happen again.
Yeah, it's not
By the
gonna
way,
happen
if you've
again.
never been to an air show,
Oh, you should go.
you gotta
It's
go.
Incredible.
It's the most patriotic, heart-pounding, thrilling, exciting family fun you can ever imagine. And
I
the
agree.
biggest one in the world's going on right now, Oshkosh, Wisconsin.
Okay.
Ooh,
Air Venture.
There you go.
Love it. The Blue
That's
Angels
so cool.
are incredible to watch.
Yes.
So if you have the chance to see it,
Yeah.
go ahead and do that. McKay, thank you.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.